Yeah, from Little Kim, the Queen Bee. It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L site, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on. Bang this in your whips, stack them cold roadie with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused, and the dope is like a penny with the hole in it.
It's always exciting to have you join us on the program Ladies Night. My name is Ameze Obaisiabawo. You can call me the Empress. And yeah, I've got my ladies in the studio, always here to ensure that we do justice to the topic of discussion. I've got on my far left, Mama P, also known as Miss Natural. She's actually looking really natural today and very pretty as well.
Hello, thanks for that compliment.
Okay, and beside her I've got Miss Naomi.
Hello, good evening, ladies.
Alright, and on my right I've got Miss Praise.
Hello.
And beside her I've got the ever-glowing CY.
Yeah, she just said it's glowing CY.
Alright guys, welcome to the show. What did you say?
I said she was so free.
I didn't get it. When was the typing you just
I didn't say anything, you just imagine.
Alright, so let's get to the business of today. Now, a marriage proposal is an event where one person in a relationship asks for the other person's hand in marriage. Now, if accepted, it marks the initiation of engagement. In some Western cultures, it is traditional for the man to make a proposal to the woman. But a few years back, we have had some ladies proposing to their men. Yeah, it sounds to some people. So yeah, on today's episode of Ladies Night, we are asking how you feel about the culture of ladies proposing to their men. You can be a part of the program. Do join us here. We're live at www.itvradioNigeria.com. Follow us on YouTube at www.youtube.com/ITV Also on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ITV Radio NG. On Twitter, it's at ITV Radio NG, and Instagram, ITV NG. Yeah, that's it. So be a part of the program. Send in your comments, send in your opinions to any of those platforms, and of course we'll read them on the show. So yeah, I'm going to start off with this video. I'm going to push play to some videos of women actually proposing to their men, and then we'll head back to the studio and talk more about this trend.
I'm totally down to ask my boyfriend to marry me. I am a female that's not, worried about the traditional to-dos of the I-dos. So I printed off 50 photos and attached them to sticks to hopefully place into the frozen ground. He's the person that I want to spend my life with and that I want to build a family with. And I just wanted to know if you will wear this watch from this day forward for the rest of your life and marry me.
Yeah. Yes.
I love you.
Love you too.
Yes.
Shit. Hey.
Just say yes.
After being slapped.
Alright, welcome back to the show. It's still Ladies Night right here on Independent Television. I'm going to talk to my ladies in the studio. We just pushed straight to about 4 videos, of women proposing to their men. Now, I want Namaki to react, especially that first one. The man looked like he was kind of shy.
Yeah.
He refused to say yes, and someone in the background actually said, say yes, no, just say yes.
After slapping him. Yes.
So tell me, what's your reaction to that video?
He deserves that slap.
Really, he deserved it.
He deserved it.
Why would you say so?
For crying out loud, we are more educated than we used to be. So we see things, we should see things from different perspective now. You know, before when I was younger, I'd say if you're not going to say yes to a man, tell him straight up. But with experience and knowledge from age, I found out that it's very humiliating to just say no to a man in public. You know, it brings down his ego. It will take him a long time to heal from that frustration. So you could as well just bring him up and say, it's okay, yes. And then it doesn't mean I'm marrying at that point in time. It doesn't mean I'm paying my dowry. I could go back and like, see that trash you did back then. Don't ever in your life, and warn his mother to warn him. And probably my mom will have to call his mom and say, please, you know, but for that minute, I'm going to save his face. Same thing applies to the woman. You might not like the stunt, you might not like what she's doing, but that's a public place. I want to believe that's a skit. But in as much as it might be a skit, but it happens.
There's some, like 2 others on the to that.
Okay. That it's not nice. I think he deserved to slap and more. Like that's frustrating. Now you said I should react to that video, so I've not reacted to the question.
But see, you said something about accepting at the spur of the moment. Right there, you say yes, and then later you can go back and say no. Now, see why? Don't you think it's a bad idea to go back and still say? See, I just said yes for saying see at that moment.
Okay.
When people still talk like, you said yes to this man the other day, so how come why you guys not getting married? Why aren't you guys preparing for the marriage and stuff like that?
Okay, like what Mama P said, yes. If you are saying yes, you just want to save him from the shame and embarrassment. You're not saying yes because you want to marry him. You just want to save him from the public assault and all of it. But deep down inside of you, you know quite alright you don't want to get married to this man. So when you guys leave that saying, trust me, hold your ring. I just want to save you from that embarrassment. I don't want to get married to you. Now for people who would want to talk, I think it's high time we begin to tell ourselves the truth and don't care about what people say. Because the more you care about what people say, the more you get yourself messed up and get yourself hot. If you want to listen to what people say wouldn't get food on your table. It is what you say and it is what you do for yourself. So if I'm going to listen to what people say, my decision is, okay, fine. It is my personal decision. I don't want to get married to him. Probably something happened behind the scene, which I don't have to come tell you because I owe you no explanation. So whatever happens that the marriage preparation wasn't done and you're not seeing us getting married, you're not seeing us making move of becoming husband and wife, is none of your business. In fact, I think I don't really owe them any explanation because minding your business is really an assignment which you ought to carry out. So if I decide not to get married to him, I owe you no explanation, trust me.
And I think they should actually print it's none of my business and then hand it over to some persons so that they put it as a placard on their chest. So when they are about to comment on something that is none of their business, there's a reminder in front of them that it is none of my business.
That reminder is just on your phone. Can you see what's on your phone?
No, of course, when they know, it should be a very big
Yes, because if you see
so that when they want this, we just scratch them and then they have to read like, oh, it's none of my business.
Mind your business.
A lot of persons are so into people's business.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
What's the problem if I'm not gonna getting married?
For real, if it's a course, they need to go study university. They need to study that course. For real.
oh my God, like for that.
I'm telling you.
Okay, Ms. Naomi, you react to let's forget about the videos now. Okay? Women proposing to men. Generally, it's the ideology of men is that you should wait for a man to come and propose to you. Don't go on one knee and say, please marry me. Like, it's weird for some people.
Of course.
So do you think if a man is not, let's use this word, is not forthcoming with marriage, and you know you're okay with this man,
Okay.
can you actually propose to him?
Okay, the man is the head of the home. Now, we need to understand that a man is supposed to propose to you. In our culture, we are Africans, whether we like it or not. Even if we get to 21st century, like this for 21st century, yes, even if we become a developed countries tomorrow, we become one of the developed countries tomorrow, and leading down to a man saying, it's not part of our culture. Whether we like it or not, we are Africans, we are Nigerians. It's not going to happen. A Benin man will say, na taboo, to fear. Or you understand? And if a man will say, it's to fear, you understand? So it's a taboo for a woman to go on a kneel, you understand? On a knees to say, will you marry me? Or kneel down to a man and say, please, will you marry me? It can actually happen in other countries, but it can't happen in Nigeria. I keep saying it. If it happens,
it has happened.
it has happened, but it doesn't make sense.
Yes,
So when I say it doesn't make sense, as a woman, the man is supposed to cater for you. You should know a man who is actually saying marriage with you. If you use the word US, us, we, whenever he uses that phrase USW, we all the time, you know he's willing to take you along. He's seeing the future with you. You understand? So whenever he talks, subconsciously he says, when are we going to do this? When are we going for a vacation? When are we going to see your parents? When are we doing this? Anytime he says we, us, then you know the man is ready to take you to the next level. But when you say a man is always talking about himself, you should always read the handwriting on the wall when you know a man is ready for you.
I don't totally agree, because there are men who would be saying we, us.
and yet they don't mean it.
Subconsciously he says it and you don't know.
They are used to saying we and us.
Yes.
So there are some men that are actually used to saying it. So I can come to Praise and talk to her and I'm saying we, us, and coming back to you and saying the same thing.
That's what I just subconsciously.
Okay, I think that what you're trying to say is what it has to do with relationship, right? But now I want to make you understand this so that it's actually coming in like that. But if you're in a relationship, we know that yes, it is the men that are supposed to propose to us. I'm not trying to encourage the women out there. Now you're in a relationship and you love this guy, because I think the only thing that can drive a woman to do that is love.
Okay.
Now you're in this relationship with this dude and you really like this guy in front of you, not in front of you, like this man you're with. Now, you're not seeing this man saying anything that has to do with marriage, but you're so comfortable with this guy, you know, and you feel like this is the kind of man I want to settle down with. And this man is not even saying anything that has to do with marriage. He's not even talking about settling down with me. All his concern is just how to make money, how to get this, how to do that. He never mentioned how to get married to me, how to settle down and become a father one day. In fact, I think I have to remind him. I think I have to push him first to do that.
Yes,
I think I have to pull the stunt. Now, you're actually proposing to this man, not because you will be the one to foot the bills. Sometimes you might be the one that want to foot the bills, but you just want to push him, like give him a reminder. But in as much as you're pushing him or giving him a reminder, like yes, would you marry me, and you're doing it publicly, if he says yes to you publicly, would you be able to foot the bills? But if he says yes to you publicly and you know you won't be able to foot the bills, now you're pushing him before, like you're pushing him in the forefront. Now I want you to do the needful. You get it? So it depends the kind of mindset you as a woman is having before proposing to a man. You get it?
Now that's why I come in there. Now you're proposing to a man. There are other ways you could remind this man that he needs to get married to you. You don't need to go out in public to propose to him, to tell him to marry you.
That is how far your love can push you.
Now, love, tell me about the things you do. Now, the things you do as a woman, see, they say common sense is not common. The man knows already that you love him enough.
Yes, but if he knows that already, yes, he knows the love him.
See, let me come. I actually don't want to say anything. They're all great. But you're being personal about this.
Yes.
No, I'm not being personal. I'm just saying it as if
you're generalizing that a woman proposing to a man is a taboo.
Yes.
I beg to differ.
yes.
In
That's what I'm saying. Yes, in our country, you understand. We're Africans, whether we like it or not.
About this proposal thing, there are different persons, and you say the way our palms are different, so is our hearts.
Yes.
Different persons have their reason of doing certain things.
Yes.
You understand? Now, I could propose to my boyfriend who is a CC. You can Google out the word CC, a man who acts like a woman. And it is type, it is inbuilt. And before I will do that, I'm 1,001% sure
That is going to say yes.
that he's going to say yes, that he loves me more, that he loves those kind of trips, like when we are parading Instagram, when we are scrolling our Instagram, when he sees those trips, he loves it. You know, there are some things you stylishly push to your partner, telling them like, I love this. You know, when you see a man kiss his woman in public, you're like, oh baby, look at this, so beautiful. That's because someday you wish he do that to you.
Exactly.
And then he keeps showing me stuff like that, like, oh man, this girl gods, man, any girl like this, you know, he's indirectly telling you, I love stuffs like this.
Of course.
And then knowing fully well that you guys have gotten to a certain level, if you pull that stone, he will say yes.
Of course.
Sissy would say yes.
Okay.
You get? Now, I'm bringing it from another perspective.
Okay.
So if girls in that particular category who would propose because they know, of course some guys have said yes to proposals from ladies, in as much as we're showing just the rejection part, that's because our community doesn't encourage it. There are guys who have said yes, and I beg to differ. Nigeria is a well-developed economy, a well-developed country. We are still developing.
Yes.
So don't sound like it's outdated.
Yeah, okay, stuff like that.
No, we are not behind. Nigerians will not be behind. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we are behind.
No, I'm just trying to.
I'm not saying that.
Here, that your opinions, though your property, but I differ strongly from it. Women can propose to men. It's just, if I was saying anybody is behind, these are men. Sorry, I'm not a feminist. But
No, in this part, I don't think that we have to just condemn the women for doing that. That is their own decision. It doesn't mean
It's wrong for them to.
Okay, I think I'll leave
I'm
them.
sure, even from the men, sometimes I wonder, why do we do all this public
Awareness.
and you're surprising her and stuff? Yeah, I'm all for surprises. I love surprises, but hey, if you're not sure this girl is going to say yes to you, why would you go out?
the Empress, you just said my mind about being sure. Like, how can you date someone for so long and not be sure that person will say yes?
Yeah, I have
That's
an example
the-
of
of
a person, a friend of mine. I know I shouldn't be saying this on air, but I'm not going to mention her name. The man came from abroad. Yeah, he's living abroad. He came back to Nigeria and he actually came with a link, proposed to her. He just invited her, let's go out, let's chill. With his friends, some she had never met in her life before. He proposed to her in front of her. She said yes, and then she went to the bathroom, called me on the phone. There's fire on the house.
What's happening?
I was like, what is it? What did you say? There's fire on the house? What is it? Calm down, tell me. And she said, somebody just proposed to me. I was like, somebody, who is the person? I didn't even know him. Like, and we were really close. I didn't even know who he was. They were, I don't want to say dating, but they were like dating.
Just getting to know each
Not
other.
only friends with benefit, they were dating but not really serious. You understand? They were dating like they're not serious.
Who she was actually
Yes.
because but that one is not ready for marriage at all, even till now. But what I'm saying
That's the truth for you.
but she liked that one more. This one was just like, okay, a friend that she can talk to, and they used to talk for long. I didn't know who he was. But she accepted at first, but I was like, he wasn't sure if she was going to accept this proposal. It's not like they were talking marriage before and he's coming back and he just surprises her with the ring and stuff. This one, she was not ready for it at all. She was so shocked. For her to call me and say, fire mom, and she was so, I don't know. So what I'm saying is,
did it end in marriage? Like, you can't make
Don't do that. She's still talking about.
No, she's not trying to say that.
She's trying to
Yes, so kind of.
like, you cannot do this to us.
okay, some things happened and yeah, they were preparing for marriage. They're supposed to get married this year, but something happened and she was like, she's not sure she wants to be with him, so we're all together.
You've dropped us. Like,
Now she just dropped the bomb. We are okay now. We are good.
Because that's not because he proposed like that. She was already ready to spend the rest of her life.
okay.
But something else happened, so forget about that. But what I'm driving at is when you're not sure about
The person.
you're not in a relationship, you're not plan. You don't even have to be in a relationship. I used to say something. You don't have to be boyfriend, girlfriend before you decide to get married. In the past, in the olden days, I don't think
We don't do that.
I don't think our parents did boyfriend and girlfriend.
Some
Even
people
though back at the core class.
people say that was in the past. Seriously, because human beings, we are still human beings. It's not like we have evolved to another set of But if they could do it then we can do it. So you don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to say, this is my boyfriend, and then you start thinking about marriage. You can just decide, I think I want to marry this girl, and both of you just decide like that. And
You guys court and get married.
No, it happens like that, you understand, but you know, as time goes, things happen and people change. The men of those days had some sense of responsibility. I want to win my funny tone, sorry. They get sense for those days, like our fathers get sense.
Wait, are you saying
When
our fathers not?
when a Benin woman wants to show you how angry she is that you beat her child, she waves it for you. So sorry, that just to make you guys laugh. So now guys of nowadays makes ladies so skeptical and
scared
when the case of marital violence is on the rise. So nobody wants to be an approach. So that is it.
Okay, so let's praise talk about today. I think you haven't said anything.
And I've just been Mama Kia has been saying what I like to do. She has been saying what because Naomi is like, you can't do. I say yes, I can do what I want. If I want to propose to my man, I don't owe you an explanation.
Come on, say baby.
I don't owe you an explanation before he comes and proposes to me. So why should I owe you an explanation? Okay. The fact is, I don't. I'm not a feminist. I'm just saying that a woman, I always believe women have rights to do what they want. Yes. And I'm saying I do not have to be in public to engage and propose to my man. I can be home and like, hey babe, why don't we get married?
That's the part I was waiting for.
And you don't get. And I know that yes, we've gotten to this level of we can settle down, we've been closer. Babe, I'm serious, let's get married. And at first you'll be shocked, like, what are you saying? Like, should we pop it out? Yeah, you don't have to then go on your knees and please, like, there's so many ways you can do 21st century.
Thank you.
So ladies, you can just like, you know that this man, you don't need to believe people are following him. So you will break that yoga. At that point, you break the yoga. Babe, let's get married. And he's like, maybe he doesn't take it seriously. You go again. Babe, I'm serious. Let's get married. Like, what are we waiting for? And we know. Then you get his response.
Of course.
And from there you can engage him in the conversation. Then you know maybe why he has not proposed to you.
And you know if he's ready to settle down or something.
Yes, you don't have to go public. I mean,
Thank you.
Want to go public.
Now, let me tell you why some people would want to go. Let me tell you why some people would want to go public. You know, this whole thing like surprise, want to get some good show with people around you, like wow, she said yes, he said yes, stuff like that.
You can plan all those things. You and I have actually experienced something like that.
Yes, we are.
Engaged to this guy. He proposed again.
He proposed again. Yeah. To see, that's it.
Yes. All right, now let's go on a short break. Let's get the views of people on the streets, and of course we head back to the studio.
Make it dance. Ow! I stay focused and the dope is like a pin. Rising to the top and it don't stop.
Love is the most important thing. If a woman loves a man and the man loves the woman, the person who made the first attempt is not matter, but what really matters is the end of the love. So when a woman proposes to a man, the man gladly accepted, there's no problem about that.
Lie, it's not possible. Now me won't pay for the wedding. Because the Bible said, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. They did not say he that findeth a woman findeth a good thing. So I believe, or rather I'm of the opinion that a man should actually be the one to find the woman and not the other way around.
Because you don't know if this man per se is in love with you. I believe it's better for the man to do the proposal so that you will not be heartbroken. Because most times you end up proposing and not being the person that this guy loves, or he has someone who's fancying outside.
Not not nice, it's not right, because the man is supposed to propose to a woman in African society, and I believe that by culture, the man is supposed to ask a woman to marry him, you understand? So I feel that it is not right for a woman to do that, because the lady should pride herself, you understand? Show some value for herself.
For other culture, it is definitely right for a woman to propose to a man, but I think in Nigeria, the narratives has always been that a man should propose to a woman. But if you want to change the narrative, I don't mind. A woman can propose to a man.
Alright, welcome back to the show. It's still Ladies Night right here on Independent Television. My name is the Empress, and yes, my ladies are still right here in the studio. Be a part of the show. Do join us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ITV Radio NG, and of course on Twitter at ITV Radio NG. On Instagram, we're live there at ITV NG. Now let's head back to the ladies. Just smiling. I feel you are the kind of person that actually wants to take a bold step. And it's not just showing signs that you guys have been dating for a while, even if it's for maybe a year.
Okay, now, if I'm in a relationship with a guy and I want to use this as an example, a post I saw about a girl who had been in a relationship with this guy for 9 years. And after 9 years, the guy came up to tell the girl that she should move on, that God has actually called him. He wants to answer the call. Are
you being serious? Are you being serious?
Like for who? That she should move on.
God does not make mistakes. I'll follow you.
Please, we answer the call together.
Exactly what Caroline said. Caroline said with that idea.
We are going to answer the call together. What I'm trying to say here is fine. If you are in such a relationship for like 9 years and you're telling me that God has called you for you to move on, to leave me behind, to go start a new relationship, it is not possible.
So she's starting a new relationship with God.
Yes, no. I don't just get it. But I'll also say this. Okay, fine. If you're dating this guy 2 years, 3 years, and you are not saying you're making any move of getting married to you, I will advise you just, should I say, have a plan B.
But 2-3 years before.
No, because some people would still want to wait. Okay, I think he wants to save money. I think he wants to gather money. I think he wants to have some certain things at the end so that when we become husband and wife, we won't start hoping for all of that. So if you decide to give him this benefit of 3 years to be able to raise enough money to get married to you and do the needful so that your marriage will be like a wishy-washy marriage. But all the
same, 3 years.
No, some people would want to give that chance.
Some persons want to give that chance.
I don't see why you have to have the wedding of the century. As you're doing your wedding this year or today, let's say today's it's Saturday, for example. You do your wedding today. Next week, someone else is doing something even better than yours. So why are you spending so much? No,
for those people who would want to make it loud. But for me, my dear, I can't bug my man. I can't even kill it. The little we have, we can make good do of it. So that's just it.
That's how you can come
and go back home and.
They don't give you anything. They just come eat and go.
So I only want a flamboyant.
Yeah, that is if you guys can put it.
I'm not bugging him for you.
No, the point is, if you guys can put it, it's okay. But for me, I wouldn't bug him. The one we have, we make good use of it. But if you know that, fine, this guy is not making steps like wanting to get married to you, babe, I will advise, because I really need to talk to you girls out there. I will advise you look for the next exit route.
You know, there's a way you'll be running, the back of your leg will be touching the back.
I will tell you, that kind of run.
And please, let me add this. Naomi said, Miss Naomi said that you should look out for things like we, the guy that always say us, sister. Format.
By the time they start using we and us.
Format. That is just, they're gonna, he said we to Shadi. he's going to say we to me. He's going to say we to Yemi. And then he's going to say we to Sam.
That is why I said subconsciously.
No,
He's
subconsciously.
not subconsciously to everybody. He's going to make plans for
He's
listen. A man who loves you makes plans for both of you.
Listen, they're so saying that is now. No, do you know that I could actually talk like this for 2 hours and not repeat one statement? That's because I've practiced it for a long time. If you stay with me 2 hours, you think this is how I talk for the rest of the day. Now, some persons have so said we that even when they are talking to their mother,
they will make use of it.
We, okay.
How are we? So don't ever be even subconscious like you do.
Okay.
Don't ever be deceived. If you see a man, a woman's instinct is the strongest judge ever.
I tell you, that's it.
The moment it's just that for love's sake, kind of overlook certain
things as if it doesn't happen.
The moment a man changes, if a man has a bad day at work, if he steps inside the house, the woman knows like today wasn't cool after all.
Okay.
You get so the moment your instinct doubts what he feels is a striking point. At that point, start wearing your sneakers.
I said the as you're noticing all of that,
you said something about the we and us, but doesn't mean men actually genuinely love their woman doesn't use the word.
No, I'm not saying. No, that is not what she's trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean those men that genuinely love their woman doesn't use the word we us.
No, that is not what she's saying. What Mama P is trying to say that
don't base your mindset on that. It's part of what you should be looking at in the man. Part of the.
It is not part of what you should be looking at.
No, I think it's somebody and we will do this, we will do, and let me. We're not together anymore. I don't even have his number anymore. And we're both loud.
No. I don't have his number.
I know that is just me.
I remember his number, right?
You know those kind of people. When you want to press the delete button, you delete without thinking twice. You don't have to come and use we us just to make me feel like we are together. And at the end of the day, we are not.
It is format,
my dear.
Ladies.
No, I'm coming, please wait. So if you really want to base your mindset on we and us, please.
And please
trust me, you're getting it all wrong.
And also out there. Okay, to see that lady that say, I'm gonna go in Junior, and Junior will be kind of like it's fun, man. Women that really want to do that are the ones that say, no, please, the abstinence. But it's not always. Women actually genuinely just the men are actually just the same.
It's just a two-way thing. Vice versa.
What we are saying is in this our creep.
But if you want to rate it, I think from the women's side it is more genuine to the men.
Of course.
Yes. Because a woman who tells you that I really want to have a baby for you that will cry around, trust me, she already has such plans and she wants to execute it. But just that she's not really comfortable with the kind of signs that is coming out from the man. So she wouldn't want to take such risks of having a baby for you and at the end of the day you lose.
Okay, now the question I want to ask now, ladies, before you go out to engage your man, go on your knees and say, baby, will you marry me? Now the first thing you have to think of, does a man wear an engagement ring? Yes, in Nigeria here, men don't wear engagement ring.
I think it's a question you're asking now. Let me answer that question.
But developed countries, men wear engagement ring. But in Nigeria,
let me now answer you that question.
Okay, now.
See, listen, it's gonna be very big, so I'll just trace it.
I'll listen to the question
Okay, please. Men wear rings.
We do for crying out loud.
So listen, it depends on what you call your ring.
Okay, yes.
Now you can decide to call this ring a fashion ring. I can see you're putting this one on.
Of course, she's engaged. Let me say.
Ring. Oh, she's engaged.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Congrats, babes. But you can decide to take this ring from the engagement finger and put in the Casanova finger.
Okay.
You can decide to take this ring and put anywhere amongst these 10, except you have maybe 3.
Okay.
You understand? So men can actually, a real man.
Men wear engagement ring.
They can actually take that ring and put it as though it's a fashion thing. And when any girl plays around that, sorry my intonation, plays around that ring, they're like, this one is special. And you see that ring, they value it. Exactly. It's always there. To you, it's like regular. Most guys you see that wear ring, it's not fashion ring. It's even they're engaged inside the house. And then you wonder why. I don't want to call his name. I know you are watching that ring because the girl confided in me that she gave it to you and you gladly accepted. He wears it. It's gold. He wears it everywhere. You think maybe if they use the ring they do. There's even the ring. So wears it according to promise. So and they wear it. There's a lot of them.
And you see it on his hand and you think it's fashion.
It's not fashion.
I want to ask that a question, but I think you guys are doing have to like.
An instance of someone who he and the girlfriend actually did that. They exchanged rings, and today they are enemies. Just the way you say. I don't know.
A day to wedding, even on wedding days, people turn their back on their spouse. So don't be deceived. I've worn an engagement ring before, and then you should see how I reacted to other guys. Man, when I'm entering the bus and you caught your eye for me, No, love can make you do anything. You understand? And then this little tiny gold ring had his name. I don't want to mention his name. It's very local actually. Permit me, please. It's my terrain. No. It's your territory now. There's a tiny line between local. The Empress better avoid me. I'm not tiny line between love and hatred.
Exactly.
Especially the more the ups, the more the fakeness. You understand? Like, you need to say all this. I met him recently, and thank God it's not one of the days I want to be misnatural. I was looking all like the Empress, and I'm like, oh my God! I don't know that blush.
Mama, you can be boring sometimes, though.
What I'm saying is, ring does not really mean that it's going to end in marriage. At the time you become the Lord of the Rings. Of course. Everybody knows that you've been putting on these rings. So don't be deceived by rings. Please, if you're listening to this show, I don't know why my spirit is talking to you.
You feel like preaching, you feel like talking to God. What's the deal with
it? And if you're with your day and you're watching what I'm saying and you feel guilty, please confess.
Okay, I think
Alright. Messages. Okay.
Alright, so we have some comments already. Please, could you help us do justice to some of them?
Alright. Okay, this one says, yes, gender equality applies here. What a man can do, woman can do better. Those feminists should not overlook this. Really? They should ask women to take their initiative and propose. If to marry is sweeting them, let them also fight for equal rights here. Oh, this is from Raphael Alofos from Benin. Feminist.
That seems to keep dragging for every right. We are dragging.
And of course I will. They should. I will.
Feminists actually saying, do it. Most of them shy away from that.
No, I've seen. Yes, but she's not based here.
Even if she's based, I don't want to say.
Trust me, I love being a feminist. Although people don't really understand. Most females in Nigeria are extremists. If I see any woman who, by virtue of circumstances, probably divorce or a bad situation, starts fighting for the rights of women, I call them extremists. True feminists are those like in the 1880s, those that started it. Their sexist, they fought. Their point was women should be given the rights to vote.
Thank you, gender equality.
You know, their point of struggle was genuine, and you could say,
not the women of these days.
Why can't I drive? What if I'm in a bad medical situation and my husband is around? I'm going to die because of a certain law. Those are feminists, not the one that says that. Women, I don't want to
go there today.
So those people should come and argue that they should come.
Okay, let's take more comments.
Alright, this one says, that's a big no. I think our culture is totally against it. From Regina.
Of course, our culture is about what no is
there. Our culture is against. There's any place is stated in the culture that a woman If it's payment of dowry, our culture says that a man will pay a woman dowry. But as per who makes a ritual of engagement, I don't think our culture stated it out that it's a man.
Okay, now let me make it clear. Mama,
please.
Let me make it clear. A man is supposed to kneel down to beg you.
Supposed to kneel down.
It is not a must. It is not a must.
What I mean kneel, he might kneel, might not kneel. Like needs to, please will you marry me? He's asking your hand in marriage.
No.
I don't agree with you. I don't.
Asking you to marry him.
If a man should be the one to propose to you, why is it that women want the men to propose to them? If it's the duty of the man, if it is
so we shouldn't even think of
that you should
what I'm trying to say is, normally, you're supposed to ask a man like.
Suppose you're making it look like
it is not. It's a not a thing.
He's a man. He's a man. He's the man. He's supposed to do that.
No, excuse me. Okay, that's your own opinion.
Yes.
Okay, so you, a man, must do that, but in real sense, it is not a must-do thing. Okay, thank you.
Yes. I mean, I can imagine I pick a ring and go asking the man, will you marry me?
That is your own imagination.
That's the way you can't imagine eating beans and sugar cane. So
eating beans and indomie.
Yeah, this is your own opinion for crying out loud.
Alright, let's do this one says you should have a discussion with him or know his reason for the delay so you don't drop a bomb on him, especially if the delay is financially engineered. This is from
that's very
because I said maybe they are planning for like 3 years. We have to get enough money for the wedding and enough money to take care of our kids. And we finally do get married. So okay, I see where you're coming from, Chip. Okay, so this one says no, I don't think so. If he's wasting time to do so, that's to propose. It may be that he isn't really thinking towards that area, or there are personal reasons. So it's best you hint him on it if you can't wait anymore. Okay, this is coming from SA from Benin, so give him hints.
Yes.
Drop the line.
Tell him, let's get married.
I'm like,
aren't you ready? I am.
If you get married, we can do this.
Of course.
You want to sleep over every time? Let's get married.
Okay.
I'll be in your house every day.
For real.
So that's
Let's get married.
You want me to
Let's get married.
For real. You want me to marry? Let's get married. No, I'm just like, okay, babe.
If he says it's not ready,
I'm going to use my tactics. Ladies in the house. Yes, it works.
Oh, please.
can I have some?
Yes.
tested and trusted. And delivered.
We try to make the man feel like there's no competition out there. Yeah, we try to make the man feel like he's the only person in the world who will delete all your chats. You know, not because you have anything with them. So he will, my brother, you will see them. You will see that you have serious competition, and they're not coming to play like you're playing. They want marriage. So, do you want marriage? So, at that point, a man who wants to marry you, we hasten up. You see the haste, like, why is he calling you now? What did the mom say? She wouldn't be around safe.
Exactly.
And then just tell him, babe, if you know you're not going to get married to him, just tell me that. Don't waste my time.
Like now, I don't even need to do that. Like,
if you're in a relationship that you want to lead to marriage, you understand? If you're in a relationship, you know this relationship, you don't want it. Just tell him, hint him. This relationship is for marriage. If you're not ready, kindly walk away.
No, let me tell you, you don't have to just hint him like that.
And there's a relationship you didn't even plan it to do marriage.
Yeah,
and it's real.
Yes, it happens. Yeah, it's so cool. Like you open the door before you see the time, you're like, oh my god, I died.
Let me take some more comments before the show rounds up. Miss Praise.
All right. That video explains why talking about the video, explains why a lot of women do not propose to the man they love. Some persons might want to say this is 21st century and we should stop being archaic. But then, the truth be told, that doesn't work that way. It doesn't work in this part of the world now. A man who is ready to settle with you shows the sign from the onset. You hear make mentions of things like, how many children would you want? I want my children to have your shape, and so on. You can see signs of it in him. When those when those little hints aren't there anymore, my sister, have a plan B. Instead of proposing to him and getting related, I would prefer the discussion method.
And this is coming from Princess from Universe.
I think this is where you're actually talking about we and us
together. I'm telling you, like, get a hint.
That's a hint. There's other ways you could actually kill a man.
Okay, I was supposed to need and say how many children I want my baby to look like you. I still go.
That is a format.
It's still a format. Of course, because you're not going to be saying all of that just to make your head big.
Thank you.
I feel like,
especially for those nights, that's when they come with all this. I want my child to look like this. I want. It's for just that night.
That's speaking from experience.
I've heard so many women complain about all this. He said that to me. See, but the school I finished from, FMT was it. I was a woman leader. If you went to FMT, you know what FMT is. Come and disguise me. From experience, but as a woman leader, you see a lot of these guys when you are consulting them. You feel like no, I don't say so you see that someone else is as well. Let me show you this particular test. He said to me, "This was please." Are you crying because of this test? FMT at the format. Where did you sleep that night? I had to go over. It was so risky. Oh, FMT.
Alright, the show. See White. Let's start with you.
Okay. Do I have anything to tell them? Yes, I do. So what I will leave with you is, if you really want to remind him by proposing to him, my dear, go ahead and do that. But my advice is you shouldn't do it to him outside. You should do that indoor. Because he might not be the one to say yes to you if you are not sure that this guy would say yes to you. Please, don't make it loud.
Alright, for our guys watching, the men out there, do not waste my sister's time, please. Just be cool, just tell her, will you marry me? Please, let's not embarrass ourselves. Let's just get it over with. So please, if you know you see something in her, just do it. And for my women also, you can do it if you want.
Now, those men actually dating girls for 9 years, 6 years, and later on dropping the bomb, telling them you don't want them. My dear, you got married. You must marry. So make sure if you know you are doing it, you better stop it, because you're breaking someone's heart, a daughter, a mother. If you don't want to marry her, just allow her go. Someone is already there for her. The person is there. They want to marry her. They're rushing her. As they hot.
Then they rush us.
Want her. Leave her on time. 2 years, 3 years. If you know you don't want the relationship, let her go. 2 years is not too much. Don't allow her waste our emotions, our time, our resources, and love on you. So let her go. And ladies, please, if you know you want to propose to your man, I would advise you use this discussion method, because so that you won't go and put your hand outside. So, because if you put your hand, you go put your leg. Joy. And good night, my ladies.
I'm just going to comment on the topic for the last time. Yeah. As per, although I've been talking in line of the ladies that you have every right to do what you want to do, which is actually true, but I want to go through the Bible. Those that know me know I like being biblical. It says that, therefore shall a man leave his father and mother and cling to his wife. So it's actually the duty of a man to realize that it's time to leave this zone to the next one. If you're with that man who hasn't realized yet, and you just drop hints that see, it's time, and he's not getting those hints, he's not interested, like you can see it clearly, move on. Only propose when you're 100% sure that he's going to love it. From previous experience, like he's going to say yes. You don't have to wait for 2 years, 3 years to see signs. 1 week, most times with your lover, feels like a year. So if it's not feeling like that, probably it's not your soulmate. If it's your soulmate, it's not going to say no. I just told the line of the women, encouraging them, so that those who have done it won't feel bad. Like, yes, it happens, you understand? Like me, you see the way my face is, I can propose my man.
It's been so much fun on the show today. Like, talking about proposals, is it okay for a woman to propose to her man, especially if he's not showing the signs of doing the same thing? Okay, I've had so much fun here, hearing what you guys' opinions are. watching the videos, hearing these comments on this particular topic. Thank you so much for all of you who sent in text messages and who were part of the show. Thank you so much. Yes, I will always say that. Thanks a lot for being a part of the show. My name is the Empress. Next week, Wednesday, we're going to have another exciting topic, so please do well to join us. All right, have a beautiful night.